What is up, YouTube? And today we're talking about the new ML 5-star that we all knew was coming, and that is going to be ML Arunka, or Boss Arunka, and her artwork looks pretty stunning, I'd say. I just kind of skipped over it, but here you guys go. She is a light knight, not a light knight, a knight of light, okay? And you're gonna see that she looks pretty cool, right? I really like her animations and also her design. Big fan of the biker gang and stop sign. I guess not a stop sign, but you know what I'm saying. But she looks pretty cool, and you're gonna see that her kit looks pretty insane. She's from the same world as ML Pera, who's also already very OP. So you can kind of see that she's gonna be very strong as well. So let's actually look at her base stats here. You're gonna see that her base stats are very high for a knight. She's very tanky, actually extremely high defense as well, and her imprint concentration will improve it further. And even though she's very slow, you'll see that you probably won't even need speed on her because of her kit. So let's actually jump into her skills here. You're going to see that her S2 passive is going to be one of the most broken passives in the game, right? Start a battle, and at the end of your turn, when you're in the front row, you'll grant yourself Ferocious Stand. And after you're attacked, you'll get 20%, increasing to 25% CR after you enhance it. And Ferocious Stand is an undispellable buff. It will make it so that allies, except for the bearer, whoever has this buff, so ML Arunka, cannot be selected as a target for attacks. So if you have ML Arunka on your team and this buff is on her, which is pretty much all the time unless you get hit by a seal or an unbuffable, then what will happen is you will just be the only target that can be attacked. Now, AoE attacks will still work on your team, so it's not like the most broken thing ever, but single target attacks will have to go into her, which makes her very annoying because she's pretty much provoking your entire team and also just pushing herself up over and over. And this is going to be very good if you're running team comps where you want to protect your team. And also, you'll see that, just in general, she's going to be very annoying to deal with because you can see that she got pushed up 50% CR just off of Janua attacking twice here, and she takes literally no damage, it looks like, right? So it looks like a pretty powerful S2 ability. Next, we have her S3. It's an attack that will dispel all buffs and also put decreased defense. Also gives her increased defense and a barrier, and you're going to see the damage scales with her defense. So you're pretty much just stacking defense on her, it looks like, and you're going to see that does not the greatest amount of damage, but the most important part is that defense break and the what's it called here? The spell. You can see that if you look at it again, does 2k damage, nothing crazy, but pretty cool ability. You can see the animation looks pretty sick. She's just getting on her bike, driving around, and I like the detail they put into it. So pretty cool ability here, and you're gonna see that because of that, she's gonna be very annoying to deal with because she just cycles over and over. The cooldown's only 3 turns, and she's just constantly defense breaking and dispelling buffs from your side. Next, we have her S1, single target attack with a defense break. You'll also see its skills with her defense, and if you soul burn it for 10 souls, you'll bring an ally with the highest attack for the dual attack. We already know how OP dual attacks are. Bring it with a defense break, and you're pretty much guaranteed to one-shot a lot of characters. You'll see here, for example, soul burn S1 into Ilyanov. It doesn't showcase the defense break, which is pretty funny, but you can see it, just does a lot of damage if you land that defense break anyways. Overall, I think this unit is pretty strong. She does get countered still by things that can seal her and also unbuffable her, but if you bring her into team comps where you're protecting carries, she's going to be very annoying to deal with, especially because she's cycling over and over. And if you bring her into a team comp that has a lot of souls, you can cycle very quickly and just spam your S1 with the soul burn, and it'll do a ton of damage. I think for sure the way you'll play her is probably with a Toghel's holder, so you can actually guarantee you have 20 souls at the start. And while you're building more souls, you'll be soul burning over and over. You'll probably get like 3 soul burn S1s off, and you'll get another S3 off of that. And because of that, I think she's going to be very frustrating to deal with here. And you pretty much have to pick a unit that can counter her. You need unbuffable or you need seal to actually deal with her, or you need like a very AoE heavy team. But even then, AoE heavy teams can get countered by a lot of other meta picks like Last Rider Crown, stuff like that, so you have to be very careful. So I think, this unit definitely seems like a very powerful unit. I don't know if she'll be like giga broken, but I think she'll be strong for sure. I'm leaning on the side that she'll probably be broken, to be honest, because of the way the meta is looking right now, because it's slowing down. And injuries don't affect her as much because she scales with defense, and she's probably very good with injury dealers as well because she looks like she can tank down and soak a lot of damage for your team. Available starting the 24th in the Mystic Summon, I'm definitely going to go for and showcase her for you guys. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about her. I think she looks amazing. And I'll see you guys next video.